I have many persons to thank and want to recognize the people who are my family and my guests with me tonight. First, my wife, Betty, who's been my teammate and partner in life and should and will share this award. Always a rock of support. Always a rock of support, and even providing a gentle shove at times forward when needed. She has truly been the wind beneath my wings. We're blessed to have two special sons, and joining us tonight is our oldest son, John Jr., and our beautiful daughter-in-law, Shannon. Ryan, our youngest son, lives in Hollywood and couldn't be here tonight, and he tells people Russell Crowe's his dad, so gets him into the restaurants faster. The other special guests with me are known by most of you, and many of them are members of the Circle of Gold. They've stood up earlier. A great friend and former First Lady of FSU, Ginger Wetherell. Thank you for being here, a member of the Circle of Gold. Cynthia and Charles Tunnicliffe, well-known attorneys and FSU contributors, and they're our neighbors, and I want to thank them especially for putting up with my loud TV. I have trouble hearing with so much jet time, so thank you for being here. Both Cynthia's a member of the Circle of the Circle. Betty Lou and Judge Jonas, what a special couple to all of us. They collectively know more about FSU than any other person I've known. You can't go to any sporting event that you don't see Betty Lou and Jim. Betty Lou has a lot of great Seminole outfits, and they are in the Circle too. Thank you for being here. And it's my pleasure to recognize my special teammate and co-author of our book, The Sons of the 60s, A Case for the Defense, Dale McCullers, All-American linebacker, pro football player, and a retired NCIS special agent. He's like a brother to me. Thank you for being here, Dale. I owe Florida State University a lot. There are four key reasons that I want to mention briefly, and I'm most appreciative to FSU for the opportunities they provided me. Number one, I earned a high-quality education here. It's something I'll always have, I'll always treasure, and I believe you can lose your fortune, and if you're educated and have character, you can always get it back. So it starts with good education, and thank you, Florida State, for that. Number two, I was fortunate to play Seminole football here for 4 years, 1965, 1969, with Dale. And I learned how important it is to be a team player. I've been on a team throughout my whole life and career. I found seldom is anything of significant importance accomplished alone or by one person. It's all about teamwork. I also learned a lot about persistence, self-discipline, and how to tough it out in difficult situations. These learnings carried over into my life's work. Number three, I'm thankful for being a member of Air Force ROTC and commissioned here as an officer in 1969. I'm proud and thankful to have served in the United States Air Force. I learned many lessons about leadership and found that successful leaders will surround him or herself with good people and then get out of their way. A motivated team will take you to a higher level of success than you can imagine. The military also taught me the value of diversity. Military service provides the opportunity to team with not only people of different race and gender, but people from the four corners of the U.S. and even the world. One of my supervisors used to say, if we're all in the same room saying the same thing, I'm overstaffed. The lessons on leadership and diversity were key factors in my career at P&G's Buckeye Technologies. And number four, and finally, I met the love of my life here in a joint fraternity sorority Christmas party. I proposed that night I met her. Actually, I kiddingly said, let's run away and get married. And she surprised me right back with, when do you want to leave? It took almost 2 years to seal the deal, but in December, Betty and I will have been married 50 years. If my father and mother were here tonight, they'd be very proud. I called them in 1969 to share with them my selection into Phi Beta Kappa society, or sorority. That would have been fun. Yeah, I mean, or as my coach Pete would say, I was being indicted into the Phi Beta Kappa. I remember my dad said, "Son, that sounds good. What is it for?" And boastingly I said, "Dad, it's for being smart. And can you send me some money so I can pay for the initiation dinner and ceremony?" He said, "Son, that doesn't sound too smart to me." So tonight, he'd be proud. I want to thank the Circle of Gold Selection Committee for the most special honor, for the great dinner, and thanks for making it free tonight. Thank you so much.